Welcome to Cannabis School. I'm your host, Jesse Angeles.
And I'm Brandon Elder.
And we're here to talk to you about everything pertaining to cannabis, from vape,
flower,
edibles,
strains,
and everything in between.
So today we're checking out, it's by Ritual. It's called Permanent Chimera.
Permanent Chimera, it sounds like a science experiment.
Right? It's mixed with Permanent Marker, which we just did that strain. So go check out that. And it's combined with Chimera number 2. We haven't tried Chimera yet.
No, not at all. And, you know, one of the things I really liked about it was the breakdown of terpenes. And the number one you're going to find in here is limonene. And, you know, the big reason why people like limonene, it's uplifting, it's mood enhancing, great for stress, anxiety, energy, often gives you this citrus zing. Like, I'm actually looking forward to, like, when I get a really strong one, like lemon key lime pie.
Oh, we haven't had that in ages.
I still think about that one.
Late at night when you're all alone.
Brandon's usually touching himself, but that.
Well, yeah, don't you? When you think about key lime pie, I mean, what else do you do?
Wow. Yeah, but, you know, what's really cool though, not only is limonene at the top, because that's really good for those who get that tightness in the chest.
Yeah,
this is a great way to relieve it. And this one is supposed to be a really balanced hybrid as far as looking at, but cool.
A ton of terpenes and cannabinoids.
Right. Yeah. But the cool one is the second one is beta-caryophyllene. So we're talking about the pain relieving aspects, anti-inflammatory. So this is like a really, because 50-50 hybrids go one of two ways for me. Either really chatty or very sedated.
Interesting.
It's very, and it just depends on the terpene, but linalool, then humulene, then pinene. I mean, this sounds like a very strong sativa leaning hybrid. Based on those terpenes, that's what I would say.
Even when it's ground up, it feels a little bit stickier than it did when it was, the flower is crazy dry on this one. Like it feels
Colorado
like
dry.
Yeah, Colorado dry. It literally, hang on, listen to this. That crunch, that crackle. It's like so dry. Yeah, it feels crazy. So I'm excited to see. Very curious to see. How it burns, how it tastes, what the experience is like.
Yeah. Oh, Permanent Chimera number 20. That's what this one is. THC is 23.57.
That's what it was. Yeah, very interesting.
Oh, wait a minute. The package says inhalation of cannabis smoke has been associated with lung injury. All right, good to know.
Well, that's true, because they do say that it creates bronchial effects over long periods of time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my voice goes lower the more I smoke out of a bong. I typically, like, throughout the week, I'm using a vaporizer.
Yeah. I actually pulled out George Jetson yesterday and smoked a bowl from it, which normally I don't. Normally I am often dabbing or using the vaporizer or something else. Like, it's not often during the week that I pull out the bong.
Definitely tastes stale.
Isn't that sad? Like, the very first hit is usually the best flavor, the best, like...
No citrusy notes whatsoever.
Ah, lame. Is that supposed to be the top reported flavor that you
get? Yeah, limonene. Because when you have limonene, especially that amount of limonene in there, which is around, from what I saw.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it written on a
citrusy, fruity, some peachy notes, supposedly. And
no.
Like sour and spicy.
Sour, spicy. You tell me. Yeah, that face.
Spicy.
Yeah, I got spicy. That's why I started coughing. You know, I don't want to shit on this, but I got to tell you, like, I mean, the effects is going to be different, but there's something to be said about dry-ass weed. Because when you smoke dry weed, that's usually like, oh, shit, I found this bag. Like, Brandon found...
That's usually why I have dry weed.
Yeah, but you know what? Even that dry weed is still pretty fucking good compared to that.
Well, it's surprising because that mystery bud that we did the other week... that who knows has probably sat there for 6 months, probably was about the same consistency of like dryness.
Yeah, but I mean,
this is very peppery notes. I don't
taste limonene high
or citrusy or
and beta-caryophyllene is the second one, so and it's a pretty decent amount as far as dosage goes in there. But
I wonder if when it was first cured and harvested, if you got more of those notes, but now after time and degradation of quality, if it's lost some of that. And so now we're left with the product in the
Well,
bag.
and what does that tell me? Like, that tells me that this is really old weed. Like, this is really old weed. This is like a year and a half old weed. I mean, I don't know.
How does it...
I'm not feeling shit.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, I am. Down the back of my neck.
I feel a little bit.
Oddly enough. Like...
And I haven't been using much cannabis for the last 3 days.
No.
I mean, other just edible form. Every time I smoke, I just get panicky.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that. Because the cake would make you super That's the thing, too. I did notice more lately, the cake, I've gotten a lot more tightness in my chest, specifically from that strain. This one's supposed to help with, like, anxiety and chronic pain. That's supposed to be one of the really high reported reliefs.
Okay, I'm starting to feel it.
It's
not bad.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's real calming, but I don't feel tired. The only negative thing I would think about this, and it's just from my stance right now. I mean, yeah, okay, I know. I'm pissed because it's like shitty weed. But when you pay money at a dispo and you get shitty weed, I mean, I could go to a plug, the guy who grows his shit in his fucking backyard, and it would taste 10 times better than that.
Yeah. You want to take that off in a sec? I just didn't want it to keep smoking.
No,
the dry weed just keeps it rolls.
Yeah,
forever,
I know it rolls.
indefinitely.
It's like a forest,
Which I love if I'm passing the bowl and it's just going.
Shit.
That's perfect. But if I'm not and I'm letting it sit, like it's kind of annoying.
That's the cool thing that Happy Camper offers. I love that cap.
Yeah.
That would be cool on a bowl.
It would be. I
You
used
could
to
just
have,
go like this.
when I had bongs where my bowl would be flat sitting versus this one's at an angle, Grandpa gave me these cool stones and they were flat and smooth and I would just cap it with one of those. And that was like the perfect bowl cap for my bong. And I would just
awesome.
set that on there. Yeah, it was. I paid $55 for that eighth. Yeah. And I was just
Man.
meh.
Who's
Like,
this?
I don't mind the experience so far.
The experience is okay.
When I didn't touch the bud until I got.
Dude, this
until I'd
is
already
like
paid for it.
$35 weed.
Yeah. At least I would feel.
In a dispo. Yeah, for sure. And
The
I know you're
looks,
trying to
the
make it.
terpenes like that, I do give it. It looks better than a lot of other flower I've seen, even through Colorado over the years. That the quality might have been better initially, but again,
Yeah, but how
degradation of
old
quality,
is this? I mean,
yeah.
I
Does
know
it have
that- well,
a
and
batch
that's-
date on it potentially, or a harvest, or?
Let me see.
I didn't actually look through there to see, but I'd be very curious what that looks like as far as when the actual harvest was from there.
Packaged 11/7/24.
Okay, yeah, 6 months. Yep, checks out.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. I mean, if the dispo's got it going 6 months, that shit's dry as fuck. Somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about is going to be like, all you got to do is touch that bag.
Yeah. Oh my
And
gosh.
going-
Well, that was it. The second I touched it, and I was like, "Oh, this is super dry." But I didn't touch it until I got home and opened it, and I was like, "Oh, this is crinkly."
That's fucking weird, dude. Hey, I'm not going to shit on you guys, Ritual. I think it's great product. I feel it now.
I've only had 2 hits. I feel it a lot at the base of my skull.
I like it. I like the feel. Hey, on feeling, pretty
It's good,
awesome.
actually, yeah.
This is a chill, but here's the problem I have with it. I don't feel like I want to do fucking anything, but I'm awake. Like, I would doom scroll with this.
Oh,
I
could
wouldn't
see
feel
that.
like being productive.
Yeah, that's not great. It
Not
might
like
be
a
good
sour diesel
if
or
it's the end of the
Pineapple
day.
Express.
Yeah,
I'm like,
perfect end of the day, weekend day where you've got nothing of importance.
This is a good fuck it strain.
Yes,
Like,
it's a fuck it.
end of the day, you're just like, fuck this.
It could be. I wonder if it's Chimera. Like, I've never tried Chimera, but Permanent Marker was a pretty dopey,
Yes.
slow you down a little bit
No, I
kind of
think-
strain.
I don't know, man. I like it, but it's definitely like one in reserve for me. This would be like, at $35, shit, I'd pick this up once a month. Just as kind of like if I was going through a lot of stress, anxiety, like I think this would be a great strain.
It's pretty pleasant the more it settles in.
I don't feel any tightness in my chest at all.
No.
I like the overall, it's like all over my body.
It's supposed to be a pretty happy strain overall. I think they use it for depression, fatigue as well. So if you're probably exhausted, this might be a great strain to like put you to bed at the end of the night. If you're just like, oh man, it's been a rough day, just kind of need to shut my mind off. this one might be perfect for that. Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff that, kind of like was playing around with, I'm like, what would this pair well with? And I mean, the effects to expect are euphoria, but not overwhelming, pain relief with clarity, great for afternoon creativity or evening relaxation, potentially good with anxiety, linalool, and CBD touch. So, when to use it?
Yeah.
It totally said after work, wind down, creative session, social evening without couch lock, low stress focused task. So I'm already feeling like I'm going slower.
Yeah, my eyes, the lights feel like bright but like muted.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting.
It's a very
But pleasant. I do actually really like the feeling of this strain.
Yeah,
Again, it's
quiets the brain.
it's not a daytime one. It's not a
No.
I got shit to do. But if you've got some pain, maybe you're hurting. I slept like shit and I woke up in weird positions. I was like, man, my back hurts. I don't know why I'm duct taped like this. Like, why is my butt in the air? And I don't know.
That just totally triggered an old Robin Williams skit. He did a lot of stand-up comedian, right?
Yeah, he did.
And he was just like, he takes a drink of his water, go, have a little sip of Perrier here. Had to quit drinking because I kept waking up on the hood of my car with my keys in my ass. People come by going, can we help you, sir? Nah, it's okay. It's just flooded. It was so funny, dude. Oh, man, he's hilarious.
What's interesting? The flavor seems better further
Yeah.
in. Like, I don't have as strong of... There's still peppery note.
Dude, it's fucking strong.
It is.
I only had one...
one hit.
One hit. Fuck.
So
I'm going in.
even though it's dry, and we like to shit all over that because dry bud's not our favorite, honestly.
Dude, we're spoiled. I mean, Dragonfly produces some of the best, tasty, fucking just delicious.
The only thing that beats is all the stuff from California and Oregon, and no, all the good stuff from California and Oregon. I'm sure there's lots of other great strains too.
Yeah, but for me, it's the full experience. But I'm a bit of a legacy user, so I'm more concerned on the flavor.
Canna snob?
Yeah,
Because
I'm a canna snob.
We've had more products experience and ability to go, hey, this was not my favorite experience. I actually didn't like that.
Now, if I was at a social gathering, someone had this in a joint, still tastes the same, I wouldn't give a shit because I'm at a social gathering.
Yeah.
And this is, as much as people don't like it, it is a fact. It's embedded into us as like almost our DNA, but it's tribal because
It's in your donna.
Yeah, because when you're around others and you're passing it around, you're passing that energy around. And if you've got one person in there who's kind of fucking up the vibe, either they got to join the circle or they got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because it's going to fuck everybody's vibe up. And then what does everybody... It breaks the circle and then everybody leaves. You notice that? Like, you get a bunch of good people around, one person fucks it up because of their bad attitude. Like,
They're just like, hey, you got to go. Like,
yeah, you say, hey, like...
Penny, shut your face. You're adopted.
But the idea that, that you would turn something away, like, yeah, I shit all over it because it's dry. Look, if you pay $55 fucking dollars, you should be able to get $55 worth. And if it means that it's a year on the shelf, you're not going to move it. I mean, it's a great experience, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah, but not every grower, not every strain is really the best flavor profile. If it really does what I'm looking for, and if it's a good experience overall, like, yeah, I'm really disappointed that it's dry. But I know...
I'm just disappointed with the price.
Yeah. Oh, that too. That's
if it
what
was
I mean.
$10 cheaper, it'd still be worth it.
For Utah, yeah. I feel like Utah flower pricing, $45 an eighth is not my favorite. It would be probably subpar. Like, it's not the best quality, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
And so I think that would be a fine one. But it was the dryness with the price. It was that combination together of like, I feel like I overpaid for that just because of the market and how much I know, like, I've spent on flour everywhere. And then I look at it, but I do love actually the feeling. Like it is a pretty thorough, like it's throughout my entire
Oh
body.
yeah,
almost.
dude. There is no doubt it's strong as fuck. Like I feel it throughout my body, dude. It's on my. Feel it right here on my forearms,
And my fingers.
and you know what? I don't know. You're right. I am a bit of a canna snob now, which is hilarious because before I would suck down pens and I'm like, this is amazing, right? And then now I'm just like, is that a dirty disty?
Yeah.
That's not touching my mouth.
I was like, when I went and actually got this, and I was talking to the bud tender, and I was like, so what have you been puffing on? Like, what's been good for you? And she's like, oh, I've been doing this one. I'm like, what is that? She's like, oh, it's in a cart. And I'm like, so it's a disty? She's like, yeah, it's a disty. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But I mean, that's okay. They just don't know. But here's the thing. I just had an idea. Like, at Curaleaf, you go in there and they've got this like fucking color chalk board thingy with the markers and stuff, and they write up all the specials, but they just write the flour and then how many ounces and the price.
Yeah.
But it'd be better if they could spread it out a little bit more and say, here's the effects.
Well, but that's
Calm,
not
chatty.
Curaleaf, because Curaleaf is a MSO and they are a rec product.
Oh, I know.
company. And
I'm
so
just
it's
saying. No, to move it though. That's what I'm saying. Like as a
would be way more
consumer,
effective.
I would love that. I come in and it says calm, happy, euphoric, and I'd be like,
yeah.
that's exactly what I want. Because if I come in and I'm brand new, I'm in Utah, I get a medical card and I go there and I don't know what the fuck to do. And I get this guy behind the counter who may or may not know what the fuck he's talking about. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, dude, I love those 2 gram carts. I'll go through them in a week. Like, it's pretty rough, dude. I mean, unless you're like heavily addicted, like I understand. Like I heard about this guy
I
who's
can
been
go
on
through a 2
Kratom
gram
for
cart in a week.
18 years.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like he can't get off of it. And the guy used
Really?
Kratom to get off of opioids.
Whoa.
And he's like, I
Interesting.
can't get off of it. And I've heard a lot of people get
Super addicting?
sick. Yeah. And it's like a mild high buzz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's
Weird.
for pain, apparently. But people get addicted to that shit.
I've not really tried Kratom. There was a buddy of mine who had me try Kave, and I did that a little bit, and it was fine. It wasn't nothing to write home about or go.
I mean, but if you don't know anything, like, yeah, I mean, it changes your perception of reality. Yeah, you're going to go, whoa. It's like the first time you ever get a pain med. You're like, whoa. Like, first time I ever had morphine. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Or
It was
like
a love
Oxycontin,
story right
or
there.
like-
It's a good thing I never got it again. Because I would have been addicted to morphine, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it felt amazing. When they put it into my body, I became warm and extremely happy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, this is amazing.
Yeah, I went from like crazy body time. I don't even know what happened. I was sick and I wasn't even living at home. I was like grown up, and I went to my parents, and my ex-wife at the time was like, oh, you should go to the doctor. I'm like, why? I just feel sick. And we were sitting there at the doctor because my parents were finally like, no, you need to go. Like they all drove me down to the doctor, and I'm sitting there getting checked in, and my body starts like tensing up, and like I can't move all of a sudden.
Yup.
And they take me and they stick me with like morphine, put me with all these fluids in that, and it was like this crazy floaty, such a happy euphoric. But yeah, you can't live like that.
No, but it feels like bliss. And that's where a lot of people even get problems with cannabis. Like a strain like this, I could not do anything.
No.
I'm not even excited to play video games or watch it. I could, you know what this would be great for? Fishing.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Going camping.
I wanna-
just sitting out in the mountains.
Just
in the
fish.
day.
I mean, early in the morning, just fucking putting all that poison on me so the mosquitoes stay off me.
Yeah, I fucking hate mosquitoes.
And just, I would be so content with a bag of this. We smoke the whole fucking thing.
oh yeah.
We'd be there for 6-7 hours.
Just
Maybe
fishing.
catch 2 fish.
I was like, you think we'll catch anything?
2 fish, maybe. But dude, it's like,
Our paws aren't even in the water. We're just sitting here holding them.
what I love about this is it makes the most mundane tasks seem entertaining.
If you could do the task.
Yeah, dude, but I mean, I love this idea where I'm like,
I
no,
did
it's
this-
got to be simple tasks, got to be boring ass task. Like if somebody's like, hey, do you want to paint this room? You give me a compressor.
You know what's weird? I actually don't mind painting.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like I can even smoke this and then just go.
Wait, I don't know. I was gonna say even not high, but then I realized I don't know the last time that I've painted without having cannabis in my system. So I truly
wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah, I have no idea because every time I do it,
I can even do rollers.
So See, that's what I mean. I love rolling.
Just simple, mundane tasks. I couldn't do complicated things. Like I couldn't get involved in a Nolan movie right now.
I don't know what that is.
Christopher Nolan. Interstellar, the Batman movie.
Okay.
I can't get into a movie like that. Be like, no.
I couldn't have told you what he directed.
I couldn't even get into a funny movie. I could watch a documentary on it.
Oh, I could watch Interstellar because this one would like calm my mind enough.
With the music.
And I could just be like so drawn into it. Because my problem, and I was thinking about this the other day as I was sitting there and I'm like, what do I do right now? I've already got this done. I've got this done. I've got this done. What do I do? And my brain's like, well, you could do this. You could do this. You could do this. And I realized my problem isn't that I have so many options. My problem is my brain's afraid of choosing the wrong option. So instead of going, hey, just do this, it's like, well, what if I do this and that's not what I want to do? What if I should have done this instead? Shut the fuck up. Sit down and just chill.
Just do it. Well, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's not an easy thing, but it's great that you noticed that.
So this would be good for that because it would just go, don't worry about it. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. I like the fact that it's super calming that I haven't used it, so it's good even in decent doses. I mean, I've only had two rips. I mean, 2 full chambers.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I think for us sharing,
I don't know.
Bowl.
I think, and I was really harsh at first. I apologize, Rachel. Oops. But the thing that I'm thinking about here is, if your weed's this old and dry, this is just a QA thing. Like maybe somebody could go through and go, yeah, when I squeeze it, it's crunchy.
Well, maybe discount it then and go, oh, this is old shitty weed. Let's sell it for $35, $40.
Yeah, I mean, before you have to fucking dispose of it. You know?
However, the thing that
they just take it and turn it into distillates, don't they?
Often. The thing that I was wishing that we did, I wish that I had tried that 6 months ago. Because for how pleasant this strain is, how like decent the experience is, I wonder what it would have been like when it was like newly harvested and properly cured instead of dry as fuck, way too long stage.
I like the packaging.
Yeah,
I don't like that it's clear right there though.
No, and my only concern with that
light.
Yeah, is the light.
That's probably what dried it out.
Is just, well, that would change and degrade like the THC over time. So you get air oxidization and the light will actually change and degrade like THC, and that's where you get more of like your CBN, THCV, basically less potent in
Yeah, but they're selling this at like a premium cost for like dragonfly weed.
Yeah. Or Betty pricing.
Or Betty price. Oh yeah, no, that dragonfly is more expensive than that. But yeah, I mean even Betty pricing because we know the Betty quality. Typically, now I have had Betty that's dry as fuck too.
Same.
So I won't always say that they're
close.
But it's just selling today.
Yeah.
And I get it. They don't pay attention to most of others' products when they're expiring, other than if they scan it, going, "Oh, we can't sell that." There's got to be like a cutoff time.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be a queue.
Like a shelf life.
Yeah. I wonder what the shelf life for Utah products is currently. If you guys know, what is your shelf life for your products in your state? Yeah. Obviously, flower might be different than edibles, might be different than concentrates, might be different than cartridges. But do you guys know what that is as far as your products go? We'll look into that for ours, and maybe we'll hit that up next week.
Yeah. And if you got any questions, feel free to email us anytime. Support the channel. Go down, click the links. See you guys later.